Hey everyone, so this video is going to be about expired listings, not so much the ones that have already happened, but the ones that are coming due in the next few days. A lot of people have houses that are selling that are going to expire by the end of the year. So if you have any questions about anything, feedback, comments, concerns, anything, shoot me a text, give me a phone call at 407-308-4518, or send me an email at peter@flreagent.com. Now, why am I doing this? I'm doing this to let you guys know, or to give you a feedback, or not feedback, but a heads up that once your property expires at the end of the year or in the next few days or whenever, you're gonna be barraged. You're gonna get a ridiculous amount of phone calls, text messages, letters in the mail, people knocking on your door, information packages. I mean, the whole shebang, right? And the whole purpose, the sole purpose of everybody doing that, of all the agents like myself, right? I'm an agent myself, right? But the sole purpose of doing that is to get your house as a listing. Now, that's not a bad thing necessarily. I think that actually just serves your purpose. You wanted to sell your house, so there's people reaching out to help you finish the selling of the house, the sale of the actual house, after the expiration. Now, where it goes wrong, or where things or agents turn to a bad path or a bad road, is when they start honestly harassing people, right? There's a specific brokerage out there, which I'm not going to mention, but they have pretty much, homeowners' numbers on auto dial almost, right? It's a little caller, they hit a button and it just calls and calls and calls and calls and calls. Sometimes the calls start as early as like 7 in the morning, and sometimes they go as late as 9 o'clock at night. Really depends on the office. However, it's a pretty well-known office, pretty big out there. I'm not going to say the name. However, those types of practices are what gives us agents a bad rap. They pretty much, have us looking like we harass people all the time, like we don't care about what people got, have going on in their lives. And that is something that you have to prepare for, because that is coming. So what is one way that you can actually avoid that, or not avoid it, because you're not going to avoid it altogether. Not everybody follows the rules. However, one way you can lessen that is by making sure that your cell phone number, your house number, and every cell phone number in the household is registered on the do not call list, on the national do not call list. So if an agent or any sort of telemarketer or salesperson or whatever that uses these public lists, if they call an individual on the do not call list, they can actually get in a lot of legal trouble. So I don't call people on the do not call list, because guess what? I like my license. I like, being able to lead this lifestyle and be able to sell real estate and be able to help a lot of people. So I don't do that. However, you're probably going to get a lot of phone calls of people that either don't look at the list or don't care about the list, right? So the best thing you could do as of right now, be proactive. Get your name on the do not call list. It does expire even if you have registered before. There's a certain time frame and it does expire. So make sure your registration is still active. Other than that, anytime a company calls you, make sure you let them know to please place you on their personal or their local do not contact list. That is the only way that you're going to help people calling you every day, multiple times a day, in order to get the listing of your house. Now, that being said, keep in mind, you were trying to sell your house, right? That was the whole purpose of you putting it on the market. Now, if it expired or is going to expire for one of three reasons: pricing, the marketing, or your agent sucked. That's it. Marketing sucked, agent sucked, or your price sucked. That's it. So reevaluate that. If you're going to be pissed off at the fact that your house didn't expire, or you're going to, pretty much have it against all agents because they all suck, you got to take a step back and look at your own listing, at your own property, and kind of dictate or, decide what factor caused the expiration. If your agent sucked, do a better job at selecting a better agent. Interview better ones next time. Ask the questions that matter of fact, I did a video a few days ago about the questions you should ask your real estate agent before you hire them. Go back and look at it. Matter of fact, I'll put the link in the description. But you should have hired a better agent. If your price sucked, well, aside from the fact that is actually kind of in tandem with the agent, you were unrealistic about your price. And that is something that you set, because you are the homeowner. You're the one that dictates to the real estate agent what the price is going to be based on data, based on market data, based on recent market sales in the area. You're the one that ultimately dictates that price. So reevaluate your price that you wanted for the house. And then finally, if the marketing sucked, that kind of goes along with the agent. The agent is the one that is, has a duty and obligation to do the marketing for you. That's why you hire an agent. So then obviously that had to change, but that will automatically be changed with a new agent. So at the end of the day, it's not because all agents sucked. It's because your choice in agent sucked, or their choice in marketing sucked, or your choice in pricing sucked, right? So that is the reason why it expired. So remember two things. One, Get your name on the do not contact list if you don't want to be harassed by a lot. I'm talking about hundreds and sometimes if not thousands of phone calls for your property in order to sell it. And two, if you still want to achieve the goal of actually selling your property like you initially wanted, don't be pissed off at every single agent out there. Just pick a better one and get the house sold. So if you have any questions about anything like that, if you want me to send you an actual list of the questions that I put together in that video, reach out to me. Call me, text me, 407-308-4518. Send me an email at peter@flreagent.com. Keep in mind, there's no way to avoid all the contacts that you're about to receive when the property expires, but there is a way to lessen them. And I just gave it to you on this video. If you have any questions, concerns, feedback, comments, or anything at all, or if you have questions about what I would do differently in listing a property, I'm not going to say it on here because I'm not trying to sell you on me. I'm just trying to give you a heads up. But if you have questions about what I would do differently or what I would do when I do list, when I list property, hey, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, and we'll talk about it. Until then, until next time, we'll talk soon. Bye.